Hello guys, and welcome back to the Friday the 13th review series. And this is the Friday the 13th review. This is the final review in the series. If you're wondering, we will not be ending the series with Freddy versus Jason. I will eventually get around to doing the Nightmare on Elm Street movie. So if you're interested in that, stick around. But then we will cap that review series off, or we will end it off with Freddy versus Jason. So there'll be a culmination of the two. So that's why there won't be a Freddy versus Jason review soon, because I'm going to save that for later. But getting into it, the Friday the 13th remake. This movie is awesome. I really like this movie. Just to go ahead and spoil it, this is my favorite movie in the series. After rewatching it all, even 6 and 5, 6 and 4, this one beats it out. Even though 6 and 4 are on its league, I think the 2009 remake of Friday the 13th offers the best story that we've gotten and the best variety of kills that we have gotten through the series. And so with that being said, let's get into it, starting off with the positives. Now, the first positive I have is that Derek Mears as Jason is really great. He is in the running for the best Jason, in my opinion. Not only with both looks for him, as Hillbilly Jason or Sackhead Jason, or with his iconic hockey mask look in this remake, but also his performance as Jason. He's brutal. He's smart. Like, you can tell Jason is, strategically picking these people off one by one. Really great stuff coming from Derek Mears. Him, Kane Hodder, and Ted White are probably the top 3 Jasons for me, honestly. Like, they are really up there. So going on to the next positive, we have the kills here. They are brutal and all good. I don't think there was any bad kills in this movie. All of them are really, really brutal. I mean, in the intro where he's like hanging a girl from her sleeping bag and like cooking her over the fire. That's some gnarly shit. I completely forgot that kill was in this movie, but it was something to see because I forgot. The whole intro sequence was so good. Really, really well done. And that's how you hook someone in your movie. I think this is the best intro we've had in the series. It hooks you in. It shows you what you need to know. It's just really great stuff. Going on with the next positive I have here is that the plot is actually good. Well, the other plots in the other movies were good, but this one is like a step above the rest, I feel like, because it actually keeps you invested the whole time, with Clay looking for his sister that Jason has kidnapped because she looks like his mother. Now, before you go criticizing that choice, just remember that in part 2, he was tricked by someone wearing his mother's sweater, and she didn't even remotely look like Pamela Voorhees. He just imagined that shit in his head. So this is actually a smarter move to do. It's like having her look like Pamela Voorhees, at least, and him wanting a connection with her because his mother's dead. So there you go. But other than that, the plot is really good. Like, you're invested in the finding of this of his sister. Clay is like the best character in the movie, I feel like. Good to follow him around. Even like the douchebag character, I think his name is I believe Trent. He's entertaining to a degree. Like, I was waiting there the whole time for him to get his comeuppance. And was really glad when he did. It was a well-deserved death from the main douchebag in the movie. He's probably the most douchebag person in this series. Correct me if I'm wrong. If he's not the most, he's definitely in the running for it as one of the most jerk characters in this series. So he has that going for him. Other than that, eh. But the cast, really well done. I mean, like, I like the cast. I mean, I remember all of them, like all their roles and everything. Just really well done here. I have nothing else to say. Just really well done. This movie's awesome. And the next here positive I have here is that the amalgamation that this movie does of Friday the 13th 1 through 4, I felt like was done really well and was a very smart move for the director to do, because it takes all the best parts of the previous movies and mashes them together. It takes one part that I do not like from Friday the 13th 1 through 3. I don't think it's in 4. No, it's not in 4. But I think it was brilliantly well done. It paid off very well with them taking every part and just mashing them together. Like you have like in the beginning, you see like Pamela getting killed. You see, and they added Jason there, seeing his mom getting killed. That's like a new layer of like stuff that like fixes a lot of stuff, because now we know that Jason actually saw it. We see it, and it adds like the sack head from 2, and like the intro there. Like we see him performing a sack head for half the movie, and then he goes and delves into his hockey mask look, and he gets it from the barn like in part 3. And then in 4 it comes together in like a little house on the lake, and he kills people. All really great stuff. The amalgamation of the plot of like all of it, all of the best parts, really well done. Nothing else to say. But that was just really well executed, and I just feel like if we had gotten a second movie and they were able to like do more stuff creatively with it, I think they would have done a great job if we had gotten a sequel to this, and they really didn't need to amalgamate any other parts, and they could have just made their own story, and I felt like it would have worked. I mean, they certainly earned like my trust if they had gotten to do a second movie, but unfortunately we don't live in the timeline that happened, and some people really don't like this movie for whatever reason. And next I have is that, well, I already said it, but characters are interesting. What are you going to do? But let's moving on from the positives. There's the one negative that I keep coming back to. So starting off with the negatives, I have the one negative is that the ending jump scare did not work. And it didn't work in the other movies, and it really doesn't work here. And it kind of hurts this movie because we didn't get a sequel like the others did, because at least with the others, like 2 and like 1, 2, and 3, like we got sequels that really you know, dismissed those jump scares, or even in the movies that they jump scare them on their own. But we didn't get a sequel. But it's best to say, based on the other movies, we can say that the ending jump scare was just like a nightmare in like Clay's sister's head of like Jason coming back and getting her. But that's like my own like headcanon. Like that probably isn't what the real thing that we're trying to do. But based on the other movies, I'm going to say that. But the ending doesn't hinder the movie for me. It's just like it bugs me just like a little bit. But other than that, this movie is great. I would highly recommend it. If you're trying to get someone into the Friday the 13th movies and they stubbornly don't want to watch any of the old movies from the 80s, God knows why, or you want to get them into the old movies, start out with this, and then if they really like this movie, get them to check out all the good ones. So that would be 1 through 6. 5's optional. 7 is okay. Well, you know my opinions. And then if you want to show them a real wacky time, show them Jason Goes to Hell or Jason X. But with that being said, I would give this movie a 4.85 out of 5. But if that ending had just been tweaked a little bit, it would have probably been a 5 out of 5. But you know what? It'll be that. So thanks for watching, guys. Please check out the rest of the series and give this video a like. I will see you guys in the next one. If you want to check out the other reviews, after this video goes up, there will be a playlist for all my reviews for the Friday the 13th series. So I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.